Hey guys, hope you're doing well today and welcome back to the channel Mark Stock Review. This video is going to be on Churchill Capital Corp IV. I'm going to be going over Lucid Motors, which is the potential merger. I'm going to talk about whether I believe they're going to be announcing next week, and finally the reasons why I bought. And as usual, I'll keep the video as short as possible without fillers to respect your time. So if you do find it helpful, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already. That said, let's get right into it. And full disclosure, I do currently own shares. I started buying Thursday and pre-market Friday morning. I will be buying more shares if it dips under 18. However, I will consider averaging up as well. I'm going to be talking about Lucid Motors just for a couple minutes because that will be the company investors will own if the rumors prove to be correct. Lucid Motors is headquartered in Silicon Valley and they develop luxury electric cars and powertrains. Their cheapest vehicle is about $69,900 after tax credits. And if they do merge with Churchill Capital, the deal could be valued up to $15 billion per Bloomberg. They're pre-revenue and they're going to begin producing their first vehicle, Lucid Air, later this year. I'll talk more about that vehicle in a moment. And it's important to be aware that their primary stakeholder is Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. They provided a $1.3 billion investment in exchange for majority ownership, about 67%. Moving on to Lucid Air and their pipeline, Lucid Air will be their first available car for Lucid Motors. It was revealed in September of 2020 and deliveries are going to begin in Q2 of 2021. The car is claimed to have the highest range efficiency per mile compared to any EV on the market. It's supposed to have a driving range of 517 miles compared to the 2019 average of only 193 miles. And shown here are some pretty impressive stats, including 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. And one very interesting thing about this vehicle is that it has the ability to reverse the flow of energy out of the vehicle and into the home in case of a power outage. They also have a very impressive pipeline, which you can see here, including Project Gravity, which is an SUV using a quote-unquote space concept approach, end quote, by using their miniaturized Lucid electric powertrain, which will be arriving in 2023. Moving on to their charging, they claim to be able to charge 300 miles of range in only 20 minutes using their quote-unquote onboard Wonderbox boost charger, end quote, which enables Lucid Air to charge at the quickest possible rate. Their architecture is designed for usability with any public charging station, and they have a partnership with Electrify America, plus Lucid Studios and service area locations. And the last thing that I want to mention is that they also have a home charging station which functions like a wall charger. And the final thing that I want to mention about Lucid Motors is their manufacturing. They're currently building a 500-acre plant in Arizona. It's close to critical utilities and their initial capacity is going to be 10,000 cars per year and over 300,000 cars per year after their planned expansion. And so everybody now wants to know, is the merger going to be announced next week? I'm going to lay it out in 3 key points why I believe it's a strong possibility. Number 1, next week is Saudi Arabia's Future Investment Initiative Forum. It's held in Saudi Arabia and it's to discuss the world economy and investment environment. It's sponsored by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, which I've said owns a majority of Lucid Motors. Number 2, Michael Klein, chairman and CEO and director of Churchill Capital, has previously worked with Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, including advising Saudi Arabia on their recent IPO of their national oil company, one of the biggest IPOs ever. And number 3, the timing makes sense because supposedly Michael Klein will be there next week. In addition, I listed below a few reasons why the forum next week would be the perfect opportunity to strengthen the relationship between Lucid Motors and Saudi Arabia. I'm going to finish up the video by laying out 3 reasons why I bought. Number 1, the potential merger to be announced next week and Klein's indirect ties to Lucid Motors through Saudi Arabia's investment fund. The late run Friday afternoon of the share price may be a sign that it will be announced next week. But to be fair, Churchill did issue a statement this week stating they're not targeting any specific company at this time. And number 2, many consider Lucid Motors a real potential rival for Tesla. Per Peter Rawlinson, Lucid Motors CEO, they're going to be more affordable, have a higher mileage, and almost double the voltage capacity as compared to Tesla. Not to mention, Rawlinson was previously Tesla's chief engineer on the Model S sedan. And reason number 3, the risk reward. If the merger is either delayed or it doesn't happen, the share price, in my opinion, may drop down to 10 to 12. However, if it does go through, share price could easily reach 50 to 75. And that does it for the video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Let me know if you're buying the stock in the comment section below. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care.